Why make it seem so real when it clearly doesn't work? When someone has created a limitation in their mind, they have to then make it real with their language. They have to normalize it, give it solid structure, as if they could hold it, touch it, or squeeze it. If someone believes that a terrible thing exists for them, even although that terrible thing is horrible and doesn't serve or support them in any way, it's still going to be very difficult to convince them that it can be anything else other than this terrible thing that they definitely believe to be true. If you want to resource them to change their perspective, to open them up to positive possibilities that will allow them to move beyond their perceived terrible thing, you will first have to loosen their model of the world by creating confusion and doubt within their own mind. Your job is to masterfully introduce the possibility that this terrible thing might not actually be so terrible after all, if indeed it even exists. This is where a mastery over quantum linguistics in its many different powerful forms will be required. From Cartesian logic, inductive, deductive languaging, spinning time, space, matter, and energy, advanced reframing, and our own Trinity model. Each individually is incredibly powerful in of itself, and altogether will serve you well. So by learning this set of advanced communication skills, you can master the art of subtle confusion. This is inception at work, where you can easily introduce an element of doubt about literally anything in a way that makes the other person believe it to be their own insight. This is the process of loosening up their model of the world, and it very much is required if you want to create any sort of positive, lasting influence. Your advanced linguistic influencing journey starts by listening well, and we do that by utilizing the power of NLP presuppositions and gaining the required level of understanding by asking very precise metamodal challenging questions so that we can drill down from the surface structure of their reality to the more detailed deep structure. Oh, and if you haven't already watched them, please go through the 10 video series on NLP presuppositions and the 4 video series on NLP metamodel that we have here on the channel, so that you can get the very most out of this next series of videos all about the art of the spin. And if you also want to make sure that you can get full access to this next quantum series, do like and subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified as soon as they're released. So, having done the listening part well, you'll now be aware of the hardwired, long-held, deep-rooted, negative emotional associations that fuel and maintain very unhelpful and self-sabotaging limiting beliefs. For you to guide them any further on this positive change journey, these beliefs must be broken down and disengaged. Because it's only when they start to doubt their previously believed tangible reality that they'll be open to accept the possibility of a new, positive, and supportive reality being available to them. And done well, before you know it, that terrible thing will have changed. From a symbolic spatial awareness perspective, they will have moved from where they were to somewhere else. The energy will have changed. The matter may well have changed. And in this new place, the terrible thing will be in the past, and new possibilities will exist now and in their future. Now, this is not tricking them. This is just breaking down the linguistic boundaries that were limiting them. With them gone, they'll be able to see more clearly all of the other far more positive options. Think about things that have limited you in the past. How often had you made something impossible for yourself, claimed you could never have it or do it, and then when you eventually do it, you find it was far easier than you thought it would be, and then probably wish that you'd done it years ago. To free the space for a new thing, you must first remove the old thing that is currently in that space. With quantum linguistics, it becomes easy to warp, bend, and frazzle someone's mind in such a subtle and elegant way that they can forget about the old thing altogether. Imagine just for a minute how it would be for you now knowing you are able to listen to the linguistic structure of a client's presenting problem and in a new therapeutic and resourceful way, take the syntax of their language structure and on the fly, off the top of your head, totally unconsciously, spin the content in such a way so as when you feed it back to them, it introduces doubt and confusion as to what they were believing to be true in the first place. Changing and moving their mental and emotional functioning as you continue to spin them again and again and again, literally bending and warping their perception of reality so much so that you can take them from the stuck place of negative certainty and masterfully spin them out into a positive, expanded state of possibility, which will be full of resources and options. Programming and repatterning all those negative neurological pathways that used to lead them to the old problem, effectively disengaging them in such a profound way that they are forever lost in the confusion. And imagine doing this process so well that the client could never find their way back to the old way of thinking or the old way of being. What you're about to learn is a set of advanced linguistic skills that will take you to the next level of mastery and support you in becoming an elegant expert of conversational change. In this next video series, we're going to delve into the science of quantum theorem applied to language, learning to understand and adapt so that we can utilize this scientific representation and explanation of reality as a basis for our formula to create change with our linguistics at the quantum level. This amazing set of skills and tools will empower you to easily bend and warp the illusion that your client claims to be their reality. These skills are the key to your true mastery of conversational change. In this upcoming series, there will be 5 additional training videos that will cover in detail Cartesian Logic, where it's the inverse, converse, and non-mirror image reverse, inductive, deductive languaging, going from everywhere to somewhere and ending up here, or perhaps nowhere. Spinning time, space, matter, and energy, which is the who, how, what, where, and when of reality. Advanced reframing, context and meaning, and the power of sleight of mouth. And our own Trinity model using negation and spin to break the link between the person, the problem, and their perceived causative. If you think you'll get value from these training modules, please do like and subscribe and hit the bell icon so as you get access the minute they're released, as we continue to learn, evolve, and create positive change together.